Hey guys, welcome to the clubhouse. I'm Billy Jackson. This is my cat Tack, and today's review is going to be on 2017's Leatherface. Now, I love the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the very first original film. The second one is okay, but it just went downhill after that, and they've done like a remake and a continuation. Those were all right. They just came out a few years ago. Jessica Biel's in the remake, I think. And those movies are okay, but nothing compares to the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I mean, the scene where the guy goes in, discovers that room with all the skulls and stuff like that, and he turns around and gets bludgeoned in the back of the head, and then Leatherface like slams that steel door shut. When I first watched that freaked me out, because they're real people. It's not, paranormal or anything. It's not ghosts or aliens or stuff like that. It's real people, a family, living out in the middle of nowhere, that just that are cannibals. And, this has really happened. Not this particular story is not a true story, but this kind of stuff has happened in the past and will probably still happen in the future. So, going out in the woods and discovering an old house that a family lives in, it's time to go the other direction. You don't go to that house, no matter what the circumstance, you run away. But anyway, I love the original, and I rewatched it last year when I heard the news that this movie was coming out, and this movie was okay. It wasn't bad. I wish they would have had a different actor play, the teenage Leatherface, but as far as the child actor that he plays, I thought was wonderful. He's only in it for a little bit, but the whole story of how they're trying to make him into a killer is what this movie is about. And at first it's his birthday. He starts out and he gets a chainsaw for his birthday, and there's a guy tied up, and that's another one of his presents, is this guy that he can kill, and he's not able to do it. He doesn't want to, but the whole family's like cheering him on, trying to get him to kill this guy because they want him to be like the rest of them. But he doesn't. But they end up killing a girl that's the daughter of the sheriff in town, and the sheriff's played by Stephen Dorff, and I did not know he was in this movie. And when I saw him, I didn't recognize him. He has kind of a beard, but once I put the eyes together, I knew it was him, and was like, oh my gosh, Stephen Dorff is in this movie, and because I love Stephen Dorff. And when I started once I saw him, it elevated the film for me, and the movie starts strong, and it's actually about him, Leatherface, as a teenager being in a prison or a sane asylum and getting escaping, and he kidnaps one of the nurses there, and it's about his journey, being chased by Stephen Dorff, who's the sheriff, a vengeful sheriff, because they killed his daughter, and just the exploration of how he became who he is. I thought they did really well with it. And now this is spoilers a little bit, but he got shot in the face in the movie, and they sew his mouth back together. And I could not remember if the original Leatherface had those scars or had something wrong with his mouth, because I don't even think you actually get to see his real face. So I wasn't really clear on that being part of canon for Leatherface the character, if he had a messed up face and mouth. I didn't know that, but if that's true, they did a well job portraying that in this movie. So that being said, I really enjoyed the film. I thought it was a good watch for Halloween. This time of year, I love these kinds of movies. I really get into them, and I think you'll enjoy it too. And with that being said, I give this movie a 7.5. It's not the best, but it's not the worst, and it's good enough to watch and get some enjoyment out of it. Alright guys, well, what do you think? Do you plan on seeing Leatherface? Let me know in the comments below. Have you seen it? What'd you think about the movie? Let me know. Let's discuss. I hope you like my videos and subscribe to my channel. And remember guys, to keep in mind that the only thing stopping you is you stopping. Bam!